Hey guys, there's something we need to talk about, and it's a serious, very serious, something very serious. Um, I don't know, I don't know if you know this, but mental health is getting a lot worse. Mental health is getting a lot worse, and less people are feeling more and more alone. And it doesn't matter if you have a best friend or not, because guess what? More and more people more and more people feel less connected to society and less connected to other people. And yet, a lot of us so complain about our life. We complain about the car that we drive. We complain about the stinking house we live in sometimes. We're like, oh man, I wish my house was bigger. But a lot of the mental health problems that we're in was caused by our own doing. A lot of it is. But some of it may not be of our own doing. Sometimes we were born with a certain illness, mental illness, that has been putting our lives in the way it is. Sometimes you're born with depression, sometimes you're diagnosed with this, sometimes it comes out, it doesn't matter. The point is that mental health is getting worse. Okay? We know the truth. We know the way. The only way to heaven is through Jesus Christ. But the thing is, though, not a lot of people want to accept him. We all know the cure to everything is Jesus Christ. The world's trying to find the cure for mental illness, while they're not realizing the cure. The cure to it all is Jesus himself. He's very easy to get a hold of. It's not impossible. Even a fool can understand how to do it. But we're going to get into other stuff in this video. And I want to sound like more of a motivational speaker type stuff. And I also want to get into a type of way, like I'm trying to word this correctly. In other words, like I feel like we, as a society, it's not the problem with being open and being accepting, but what the problem is that we keep on thinking negatively. If we keep on thinking negatively about ourselves and other people, we're going to have negative repercussions mentally. But if I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you guys, the whole point I'm making this video, and the whole point I'm here speaking through this microphone to you right now, is because I'm trying to convince you that there's a better way out. It used to be me. It used to be me. It used to be me there struggling. It used to be me there alone, feeling hopeless. It used to be me. But now I'm trying to spread the love and spread positivity, because we do not need to be there. We do not need to be in a place where we feel lonely and lost, and it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be where we feel like we're not worth it and we go to take our own life. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be that way, because there is other ways you're worth it. You are worth it. You have a worth. No two people have the same fingerprint. No two people have the same fingerprint. No two people have the same everything. No two people have been found with the same fingerprint. You know what that means? There will never be another person with the same exact fingerprint that you have. There may be one or two similarities, but you're never going to have the most identical fingerprint. if I can convince you that there's a better way out, if I can convince you that you're worth it, then this video and I have done my job. You don't have to keep feeling lost. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't. And I'm trying to help somebody find their way. Help someone find the way that they need to go. Just be yourself. That's all that matters. You're okay being yourself. You're okay. And you're worth it as yourself. You're worth it. And the thing is, some of us complain a lot, not realizing that there is someone out there that might have a worse off life than we do. It's right. A lot of us, we're too busy complaining. We're so busy complaining and griping about how bad of a life we have, and about how our life is so bad and our life is worse than everyone else. And we start complaining about the house we live in. We don't even take the chance and take the time to realize how much people's life are actually worse than ours. Sometimes we're too busy beating ourselves up about how our lives are so bad and how everyone else's is perfect. I'm telling you now, people only show you the good parts. People only show you the good parts. They don't show you the bad parts. They don't show you where they feel like where they can't sleep at night, where they're up at night crying their self to sleep every single night. People don't show you that because people don't want you to know that. Because they're too busy trying to find ways to beat themselves up. It's true. There is someone out there that has a worse life than you. And you may or may not meet that person, but they're still out there. It has to rain for us to see a rainbow. It has to pour down. It has to rain for us to see a rainbow. It has to thunderstorm in order for crops to grow. There's a special substance in the lightning that actually helps plants grow. That's mandatory if we're going to have plants. It has to be cloudy in order for us to appreciate the sun. We have to have bad weather in order for us to appreciate the good weather. If it never rained, everything would dry out. Life is the same way. We have different weather patterns in our life. Like the sadness is represented as the rain. The sadness and angerness is represented by rain and thunder and lightning. Sometimes confusion is when it's cloudy. Sometimes we're too busy beating ourselves up, but we don't focus on the good. If you only focus on the good, because it's what it is, the good. If we focus on the good, if we focus on the positive, then we'll be overall better. If society can stop talking to AI, and if society can stop talking to AI and trying to have AI girlfriends and stuff like that, then we could be better off as a society. It used to be me. I used to have an AI girlfriend. It used to be me. I used to talk to AI as it was my own best friend. Because at the time, I felt like that was the closest thing I had. But now I got real good. I have real friends that care about me. And it's possible you will meet them, but you have to be yourself. You have to be vulnerable. You cannot be scared to be vulnerable because you are yourself. Believe it or not, God makes us in a way that is attractive to the right people. Sometimes the people that may come your way are not attracted to you, but they are trying to find out what they can get out of you. And those type of friends will eventually move on. And don't worry, because they struggle to make friends because they struggle to be themselves. That's why you should be yourself. And that's why you should not be afraid to be yourself. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be brutally honest. And a lot of times, we dig our own graves. Like when we push away our friends, we then complain about us having no friends. Sometimes we do push other people away. Sometimes we do. But the thing is that we rise up. We rise up and we take control of our own emotions, and we take control of things that we can control. Control what you can control, and what you can't control, then you work it out with the Father. You work it out with Him up above, because that's the only one who can. If you can control what you can control, it will be overall better. I'm almost done here, but control what you can control, because you are a pro in what you're good at. You are a superstar in what you're good at. You are a team player, and you're the most important part of the team in whatever you're good at. If you're good at marketing, be a marketer, and you're going to be a superstar in that. If you're good at working as a cashier, work as a cashier. If you're good at being a teacher, then be a teacher. If you're good at being a college professor, then being a college professor. If you're good at doing whatever it is that you're good at, do it. Whatever it is that you dream, go for it. Whatever you're doing, because the haters will always hate. The haters will always trash talk it. But guess what? A bodybuilder will never judge you for working out. A gamer will not judge you for starting a new game and being bad at it. A billionaire will not judge you for starting off with creating something. An artist will not judge you for creating your very first painting. It's always the low lives that have something to say. Remember what I said there. And if you didn't take anything, if you didn't take anything I said out of this video, remember this. True failure is when you quit. Not making it. True failure is when you quit. That's the truth. Making a mistake is not failure. Making a mistake is part of learning. If you never made a mistake, then you never did something new. If you never made a mistake, then you never took the time to learn anything. All right, guys, I'm about to wrap this thing up. Remember Jesus loves you. Remember God loves you. Remember that you're loved and you're valued in His eyes. And that, remember, You don't have to. You don't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to end in you taking your life. Because there is hope on the other side. The sun cannot stay set forever. The sun has to rise at some point. And as of right now, I feel like it's almost morning for somebody. It's almost morning. It's almost sunrise. Just gonna hold on a little longer. Thanks. Remember, you can do anything.